Hello everyone, SuperBricks37 here. In today's video, we're going to be looking at my final completed LEGO Winter Village display for 2023. But before we get started, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe down below for more, as all your support is very much appreciated. So now let's get started. Our Winter Village display this year is a lot bigger and a lot better in my opinion than our little display last year. So what I think we're going to do, we're going to start on the left side and just work our way to the right. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Over here on the left, we have the start of our train track for the Winter Village tram. I can go all the way back to the wall and then presumably past that. And then we also have the Market Street buildings, the Santa's Visit set, the big Christmas tree with a ton of presents underneath it all the way around, even on the other side. And then we have a ton of little Winter Village minifigures running around. Over here we have Fred, George, and another Harry Potter minifigure. I believe all three, this guy is from the Hogsmeade set, and these two are both from Series 2 CMFs. Then we have this ice skating rink, which I really like this set. You can spin the gear, and they'll go around in circles. I've always kind of wanted to take this apart and motorize it. I think that'd be pretty cool. Maybe I'll be able to do that one year and have a whole bunch of moving functions in the Winter Village. But yeah, we also have a couple of the Christmas CMFs. We have the Nutcracker and the Sugar Plum Fairy, just over there next to the biggest set in the village, which is the Home Alone house. And now, unfortunately, not all of the Home Alone house is here. The little part that sticks out the back, as well as the tree house, was not able to fit into the village. But next year, I'm definitely going to be planning around this set. So we'll definitely include all three parts of it. But for now, we just have the main structure of the house. And we have the kid coming out on the sled towards the Sugar Plum Fairy and a snowmobile that has a trailer loaded up with presents, presumably bringing it up here to put under the tree for all the children of the village. And over here we have a couple of Hogsmeade Village buildings from LEGO Harry Potter. I think these buildings are a very good inclusion for any Winter Village. I'd like to get another one of these sets and maybe do a remock of them and make two different buildings. That way I can have a little bit more buildings in the Winter Village, but that's something I can do next year. And I did put a few figures inside here, just because you can see the interior of this building, so I figured I'd put some figures in it. And then up on top, we have Santa and his sleigh, landing on top of the Home Alone house to go down and deliver presents. This is one of my favorite Christmas sets LEGO has ever made. I love the reindeer mold they made for it, and it's just a phenomenal set. I'd highly recommend you get this one, even if you can't afford some of the bigger Winter Village sets. This one I believe is $40, not that expensive, and a really awesome set. We also have, coming out of the top of the Hogsmeade Village sets, we have the Christmas Ewok on his glider, and we have Star-Lord in his Christmas spaceship with his sack on the little trailer. That's from the LEGO Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special Advent Calendar, and I really like that build. That one's going to be a staple in my Winter Village for a good long time. Now moving on to the second half of it. Like I said before, we have the track that the tram goes on. No minifigures in the tram, unfortunately, and it's not motorized, just because it's not a full loop, so I figured what's the point of motorizing it. So it can come down on the track, and then stop at the train station, and then keep going off to the next town. And just past the train tracks, we have our Christmas tree farm, where you can see we have a Santa Claus impersonator hiding out in the trees. We have a couple spectators around, and just a ton of different trees from LEGO Friends, LEGO Marvel, LEGO Harry Potter, some from the LEGO Winter Village sets, and we even have Groot from the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special here. That's again from last year's Advent Calendar. And I really like that. It's definitely a unique inclusion, and I figured he'd fit right into the Christmas tree farm. Moving back from the Christmas tree farm, we have one of the LEGO Christmas promos from this year, which is, I believe, called the Market Stall. And it's just like a little hot chocolate stand. Looks like they sell some toys in there. We got people lined up. We got a kid up front paying. Then we have the Christmas Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. Then we have Drax in his Christmas sweater in line as well. Next up, we have the Snowman CMF figure, who's cleaning up snow around the other snowman that he built. I really like that figure and that build. Both of them are really nice. And then behind that, we have the small little snow slope, where we have a skier coming down, and then Omega on her sled from the Star Wars Advent Calendar coming down right behind him. And then moving on to the lower section, we'll take care of the upper section in just a minute. But finishing up down here, we have a really nice looking ice skating pond with a kid who is just practicing his dribbling with a hockey puck. And then we also have another fake Santa coming out of the outhouse. And then that is right next to the Two Pines Inn, which is the Winter Village set for 2023. I really like this set. This was a very fun build, especially this upper section. But the lower section has a ton of fun details on the interior. And outside we have a whole bunch of our Christmas droids who are all coming to stay the night at the inn. We got C-3PO, R2-D2, a reindeer gonk, a Santa gonk, as well as a Santa pit droid. And all of these are from various Star Wars Advent calendars over the years. And then right next to that, we have a snowman building competition where it looks like Iron Man and Nebula might be getting into a little bit of a fight over which snowman is better. Looks like they're about to start throwing snowballs. I really like this Iron Man Christmas sweater set, and the Nebula one with Thanos' face on it is really cool too. And of course, we had to put Dummy with his stocking back here as well. Then up on the balcony, we do have our Christmas Palpatine, who's looking out over all the droids coming in, just wondering what he's going to have to do with them all. And that's all for the lower section. So now let's go ahead and move on to the North Pole, which is the upper section of our Advent calendar. We have the North Pole sign right here on the corner, and all the way around the edges, I did add some of these icicles just drooping off, so that way it kind of blends in this fabric snow a little better with the bricks. I really wanted to include that snow in here somewhere, and I figured on the walls would be a really nice inclusion for it. But up here we have a ton of stuff going on. We have some of these really cool older brick-built reindeer over here with some of the reindeer minifigures. That's right in front of the Elf Clubhouse. And we also have a ton of elf minifigures just running around the North Pole, as this is one of the busiest nights of the year for the people of the North Pole. While Santa's out delivering presents, they've got to start preparing for next year. And standing right outside the Santa's workshop, we have the really awesome and probably my favorite Christmas minifigure I have, which is the Mrs. Claus figure. She came in this Santa's workshop set, and I am so glad I'm able to have that figure in my collection and that set. Both of them are really awesome. We also have a CMF elf over here with a snow globe, and we have a rocket-propelled, reindeer-powered sled over here being driven by one of the elves. So, yeah, that's my entire winter village for 2023. Let me know down below what your favorite part of the village is, and let me know what you'd like to see me included in it next year. Next year, I do want to go a little bit bigger on the village, and definitely include the rest of that Home Alone house. So yeah, that being said, thank you all for watching. Make sure you guys like the video, and follow for more awesome LEGO content. SuperBricks37, signing off.